first. You're first. Yep, you're the winner. You're the wiener. What's happening? Let's give it a few minutes. Let some people come in. Let them bring it on. Dennis, good morning. I've been out of bed. I've been out of bed since 4 o'clock. It's an excuse, Soy Dog Cowboy. Really. Start listening. Let's start listening to Jocko podcast. Hello. You woke up, but you're still laying in bed. You got to get up and get out of bed. Do something. Don't just lay there. Well, I'm going to get up in a few minutes. You know. I don't want to get up either, but, you know. I do. Not sure what good it does, but it takes me a few hours to wake up. That's why I got coffee. Tom, what's happening? Well, there's nothing that says you have to be laying down when you watch. You can sit, you can make a cup of coffee, you know, you can do all kinds of things. This is what I mean, you know, like, I would have liked to wrote Bring the Adventure on, but it was too long. It was too long to put in the thumbnail. That's why it's Bring It On. Bring the adventure on. All right. You know, I think you got to live every minute how you want to live it. And, you know, I put something up in the forum yesterday, in my forum on my website, about motivation and how eliminate all the negatives, focus on the positives, and, you know, that'll help you achieve far more than even thinking to yourself, I don't want to wake up, I don't want to go and do that. Yeah, you don't want to, but you're gonna, you know? That's kind of what you have to do. Like it or not. I struggle with my wife all the time about this. You know, she lays there in bed, 5 more minutes, and then the next thing you know, it's been an hour. All right, I can move now. To the other side. There we go. She had the prime seat. Been waiting for her to leave. All right. Let's see, we can do this right here. Hopefully Pierre will show up so I can tell his wife what the name of that dish was. There we go. All right, it should be better. All right. Cheers. It's a crisp and cool 76 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and it feels like 76. The low was 72, the high was supposed to be 89 today, but it'll be hotter next week. What does it say here? 71% humidity, north by northeast winds at 9 miles an hour. Sunrise 6:32, sunset 5:51. Yeah, well, you know, it's good that we didn't need the air conditioning because we have a hole in our ceiling now. We have a hole in our ceiling, big hole. Well, that's good. I'm happy too. Very happy. We may go to Bali or somewhere else in a couple of months. Depends. But we may go there for a couple of weeks. Really depends on how things go with my wife and her job and everything. But we may. So I'm looking forward to that. And looking forward to my trip to Vietnam, hanging out there at the beach. Was it Bai Dai Beach? Doesn't get much better than that, you know? So for you guys that are at home, take the step if you really want to do it. Make the move. Have the balls to say, I'm out of here. Anyway, yeah, yesterday I was sitting there in my room, chilling out, typing some stuff on my computer. You know, very relaxed, peaceful morning, no sound, nobody screaming, no trucks going by, as peaceful as could be. Almost quiet except for me tapping on my screen, writing. And then all of a sudden I hear this loud crash. It almost gave me a heart attack. Huge crash, loud noise. And I look over, and the roof had fallen in. It's the second time that happened. It happened in the bathroom once. I don't know why, but it happened in the bathroom just because of water leakage, I guess. I think the roof needs to be replaced. And anyway, so it happened in the bathroom before. We got it fixed. So this loud crash happens. I look over, I jump up. Yeah, it scares the piss out of me. Because here I am sitting there in my, you know, I'm deep in thought. And I look over, and there's this huge hole in the ceiling. And then on top of we have this big dresser that goes from the floor to almost to the top of almost to the ceiling. There's about a foot, maybe 2 foot between the top of the dresser and the roof. And so I look up and I see the hole. That's the first thing I see. And I think, holy shit. And then I see a cat standing there. Now, when I jumped up, yeah, this all happens in a split second. I jump up. The cat jumps up, comes back down, then it jumps up, goes through the hole, and runs away. But for those of you who have been watching, you may remember I said, we've heard something. First, I thought it was a rat. I thought, oh, we got rats or something. They're scratching at the ceiling. And our ceiling has had problems because, the roof, to fix the roof is like $2,500, which is cheaper than back in the States, but still, it's a lot of money for the landlord, and we're not paying for it. And so they did like a quick fix. And then after, some heavy rains, it didn't hold up. And so there's been some leakage, but it's never come through. And then it started coming through again. And anytime there was a heavy rain, but now the rains have subsided, so we don't have it. I mean, it'll rain and then it won't come. There's not gonna be leaks. But still, the ceiling has been damaged. Hello. The ceiling has been damaged already because of the water leakage, so it's weak. In some places it's a little stained, but we're not doing anything because it's not our. It's Cocoa Beach. All right, cool. We're not doing anything because it's not our place, and we're trying to save for a place to pay in cash. So we're not doing anything. So the lady, I go down. The lady says, "Yeah, we'll fix it." Anyway, so they're supposed to fix it yesterday. I came back a little bit late. Apparently, the guy can't get the right piece. He's got to come back today, to get the piece. Orlando. And so today he's supposed to come and fix it at 5 o'clock. So last night, I was telling my wife, better be careful of that hole. Might have cobras coming through there. Some cobra might come in the middle of the night, just kind of slide down. Might have some little snake come down and jump on you. If there's any mice up there, the mice might come in. And she's just freaking out. She can barely sleep. But of course she does sleep. I don't sleep. It has nothing to do with that. She's laying there, finally she knocks out. And when she's knocked out, she's out. That's it. There's no waking her up. She don't want to wake up. Which brings me to one of my thoughts for the day, which is, if you've been trained from birth to where you don't have to wake up, where you're laying there and you go, 5 more minutes, I'm gonna hit the snooze, I'm gonna hit the snooze. After, say, 30 years, 40 years, is it too late? Can you wake up without an alarm clock? Can you wake up without doing that? Because I've done it all my life. I've always woke up at 4 or 5 o'clock. Just, the early bird gets the worm. So she's sleeping like a baby after I tell her all that stuff. Me, I went to sleep at like 9:30, really early, fell asleep. She comes in, she just gets home from work, has some dinner and everything, and then she takes a shower, she comes in. It's like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, leave me alone, I want to go to sleep. So I woke up at 4. First thing I see is this big light. It's the hole in our ceiling. But there was no mice, no rats, no cobras, so we lucked out. So Dennis, what's going on? How's life? You had plenty of rest? I've seen some in the city, yes. I have seen some. But, you just don't mess with them. Good morning. Dennis, you still haven't really slept? Yeah, of course, man. Come on. I've seen centipedes. I've seen the green, poisonous green tree snakes. I've seen cobras. I've seen huge rats. I mean, one of these days I'd like to stream at like 4 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the morning on the corner of Bangkok and No Napa. Dude, Dennis is operating on no sleep. Well, that's good. Good to hear. So am I. Glad to see somebody made it over here. And hopefully he's having a good time. I'm gonna put my glasses on, I can't read. Well, generally you're not gonna see them and you don't need to worry about it. I mean, like I said, why don't you have an attitude, more like, hey, life's an adventure, bring it on, let's do it. Instead of looking at the fearful route. Doesn't make any sense to me. The roof has not been fixed yet. It's supposed to be fixed later today at 5 o'clock. So if she says it'll be fixed, it'll be fixed. We got a good landlady. She's really cool. Especially because she knows I'm going to pay the rent tomorrow. She wants to make sure I don't have a reason for going, hey, paying the rent and yeah, well, listen, Alex doesn't particularly like lizards or cockroaches, but like I tell him, there's a lot of things I don't like. I don't like heights. You think I like looking down on the glass floor of that tower? Hell no, man. It's not what I want. I don't like being up high. I don't think man was made to be 1,000 or 2,000 feet up. I think man was meant to be on the ground and maybe on boats. It's become hostile and unsafe. It's been hostile and unsafe for a few years, but it's gotten more difficult to live there without any problems. And I always hear, listen, I don't know if anybody's heard about it, but there's the big story right now is that a Frenchman was shot dead by a Thai policeman on Sukhumvit Soi 13, right by where Billy and myself and a couple other guys had breakfast the other morning. I mean, like 100 feet away, 50 feet away, and right near the Sportsman Bar where we saw the Wilder Fury fight. This Thai cop, I guess he was staring at this girl, and the girl was his ex-girlfriend, but she had broken up with him. They were broken up, and she was with this new guy, this French guy, and he was her boyfriend. And so the French guy got pissed, and instead of letting her take care of it, he said, hey, piss off or whatever. And the guy, the Thai guy got pissed off, and they went outside to duke it out. And the foreigner started beating his ass. And there is video of this. The foreigner starts, beating him up. I mean, he's getting the better of him. Let's put it that way. And the Thai guy was a cop who apparently had some issues in the past and had shot somebody before. And so, the foreigner saw the guy whip out the gun, and he started running. He starts running away. This French guy runs away, and Thai runs after him. Thai catches him and shoots him twice in the chest. Kills him. All because... First, because in my opinion, if he picked the fight, it doesn't surprise me if somebody who's losing the fight pulls a gun out. It's not the right thing to do, but it doesn't surprise me. People do that. And the other thing is, you know, sticking your nose in other people's business. Now the cop is going to go to jail. He's going to be tried for murder. And I do think something's going to happen because they know that right now. They know that, yeah, it's all on video. They've got it. So I think he's going to at least go to jail for the rest of his life. Yeah, he had shot somebody before. But he stuck his nose in this guy's business, in this foreigner's business, and now guess what? He gets to go to jail for the rest of his life, or worse. So it pays to, and you know, listen, I am not the model for this because in the past, you know, I would jump in sometimes when, you know, maybe it wasn't my business and try to help somebody, or you can find it in the forum, Dennis. It's in the forum, and I think it's in the Thailand VIP Facebook group also. But I'd appreciate if people started going to the forum and started posting, you know, once in a while at least, because if I don't get anybody posting, it's not worth it. You know, I mean, a few people have posted, but I'd like to get the thing rolling, and you know, there's some videos in there. There's going to be some stuff about travel. There's all kinds of things. I mean, you know, like, listen, this is the thing. I watched that Joe Rogan thing on motivation and how, you know, when I used to train in boxing and in Muay Thai and in martial arts. I mean, I was 20 years old, 18, 17 years old, 17 when I was boxing. The one thing that I remember is PMA. Remember that from Chuck Norris, positive mental attitude. Now, over the years, you know, life has, you know, as it does many people, life has beaten me down a little bit, and, you know, I've become more sarcastic, more jaded, and, you know, the other day I was thinking about it, and I thought, being positive is so much more easy. It's so much easier. Just being positive. And when something's negative, you try, you know, you take lemons and you make lemonade. And, well, that also. And here in Thailand, I had a saying right when I first came over here, and I learned it from the women, is that everything comes back around. If you treat somebody like dirt, guess what? It's going to come back to you. Something's going to happen eventually because of that. If you go into a place where you need something done, where you need something repaired, and you're a jerk, you're rude or whatever, they're going to remember you the next time you come in. It comes back around. It comes back to haunt you. You know, it took me a long while to learn that. But, you know, I thought to myself the other day, I thought, man, what happened? Where did I go from PMA all the time to, you know, life sort of, me allowing life to make me jaded? And, you know, it's easy to be pessimistic and untrusting. You know, I don't trust very many people, but at least not 100%. But you don't put yourself in a position where you need to trust them 100%. And, you know, then I listened to this Joe Rogan thing the other day about eliminating the negatives and only focusing on the positives. And, you know, it's so simple when you think about it. But there are a lot of negative people in Thailand, and if foreigners, not only Thais, I mean, you know, of course there's going to be Thais who are negative. Most foreigners don't have lengthy interactions with these people in most cases, unless it's family. But, you know, I think that in many cases it detracts from the whole experience here, which is the whole reason to move here is to have a better life. And I started thinking about it the other day, and I thought, you know, I always think, oh, well, my health, you know, my health isn't all that good. My health isn't great, but it's getting better. So I focus on my you know, my health is getting better, and I'm eating better, and I'm exercising, and I feel pretty good. I feel better than I have in a long time, which says a lot. And then I think, oh, you know, wish I had more money. I could go and buy that house, or I could do this, I can do that. But you know what? I got enough. You know what I mean? I'm eating. My kids are healthy. Wife's healthy. You know, we're not starving. We're you know, we got clothes. We're okay. So, you know, how negative really is that? Oh, well, you know. Maybe I had an epiphany, I don't know. Maybe it's all the negativity that sometimes swirls around in the news and in the Thai circles, which there really is no Thai circle. It's all made up. So, Pierre, are you out there? Pierre, if you watch this, or you're watching this, if you watch this afterwards, after the fact, the name of the dish was Mu Hong. Okay? It's like, you know. And I have it doesn't have to be brown sugar in the, it's brown sugar and cinnamon, and there's a bunch of ingredients. You can look it up, Mu Hong. But you can use coconut sugar, and that's what my wife used, was coconut sugar, which is why it was so good. It tastes so good. What is this? Do I make more money off Amazon or my website? I'd say my website. I don't know, because Amazon sells my books, so, you know. See, that's called doing business to me. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, hey, Fidelity Quester, there you are, you troublemaker, you. Oh, God. Attacking the irrelevant. I love it. Oh, my God. I was going to email you. It's funny. Lots of flies in here, man. Seem to like me, too. Oh, yeah. That's my second double espresso of the morning. So, what else? Oh, I did hear, boy, holy moly. I want to use these glasses so I can use them no more. I just saw innocent until proven guilty. Oh, God. Like anybody really cares about does anybody really truly care what I'm doing? I don't think so. I mean, you know, there's an interest in what other people are doing in YouTube and everything like that. But like, do I care about what other people are doing? Not really. I mean, it's nice to say, oh, National Geographic just posted this great video. Yeah, that's great. Okay, but like other than that, how meaningful is it to my life? You know, it's not. Where did I see that Joe Rogan video? I saw that on a website. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, so anyway, what I was going to say is that just before I left my house, I went onto YouTube, and I got this message that said, December 13th and 14th, we'll be purging all closed and spammy accounts. So all the accounts that people think, that YouTube thinks are spam, they think were falsely opened, or illegally, if you will. They broke their YouTube guidelines. Or they haven't been used in a long time. All those accounts are going to be purged, so your numbers will drop. So I think I'm looking forward to that, actually. Because I want to know I'd like to know the real numbers. I don't want to know people's fake accounts. I want real subscribers. I like having I'm perfectly okay with, having 100 subscribers as long as they're good subscribers. If I got 10,000 and they're all, spammers or trolls or whatever, just phony accounts or closed accounts, then what's the point? So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Not that it's really important to people who are just watching, but to people who have channels. Should be interesting to see. Man. Why are you going to miss Fidelity? Where's he going? What's going to happen? Something going to happen? YouTube's going to purge his account? Oh my God. That's so funny. Purge his account. The word purge has so many meanings. It's a very nice day out today. Lovely day. I'm going to send you an email there, Fidelity. I'll send you an email. Oh, I can think of a lot of things that need purging. There's some turds that need to be flushed. I mean, that's the only way I know how to describe them. Turds. But we'll leave that to YouTube, and like I said, it's better to focus on the positive. One positive for me. Listen, Christmas is upon us. I didn't even think about it until, when was it? What's today? Today's Friday. I guess Wednesday. I got a couple of people that wished me Merry Christmas. So I guess it's getting close to Christmas time. And actually, my wife had a present that she was bringing, for the company Christmas party. So it's getting close. I'm going to have to tell her this weekend, hey, put up the tree. It's time to put up the tree. And then figure out what we're going to do for Christmas as far as presents go. Because sometimes we go all out, and sometimes we just kind of, it's just another day, So we got Christmas, and then after Christmas, I'll be going to Vietnam. Okay, thanks, Mitch. What was I saying? Oh, Vietnam. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. January 14th. I should be gone for anywhere for. Oh, hello, Peter in Tenerife. Awesome. We were gonna go. When I worked for the boxing promotional team, when I worked for the team, we thought about going there. And bringing the guys there to go train. because it's a good place to go train. It was too expensive. It turned out to be too expensive for everybody to go. Oh, really? You got to go to immigration and get your, you got to get your thing. You know, I've been thinking of becoming a citizen here, keeping my U.S. citizenship and getting citizenship here. However, it's not real easy to do. And I'm still not sure whether or not I'm going to do it. It takes a bit of money, it takes a bit of effort and time. But probably for the long run, it might be a good idea. I don't know. I'll have to think about it a little bit more and research it some more. But I am giving it serious thought. So that way, you know, legally I'll be a Thai. But in the meantime, I got the Vietnam trip. I got the, see, that's the problem. You know, listen, Bangkok, as much as I like it, you know, you can get anything you want. You can go anywhere you want. Most of the time, I don't want that much. I just want to eat. I want a coffee. I want to know that I can get some stuff. Well, it wasn't that I wasn't easygoing before. I was easygoing, but online, maybe I wasn't. But Thailand, yeah, over the years, Thailand has changed me for sure. But also, as I've grown older and as I've come to grips with my mortality, there's a lot of things I just don't care about anymore. They're not important. You know, doesn't mean you can't address them or, you know, whatever they may be, but it's just, you know, most things are not that important in the scope of life. You know, what's important is that my family's okay, that, you know, that my friends are okay, that I've got good friends, that I feel good with what I'm doing in my life. That's it. You boil it all down to that. It makes it much more simple than, you know, thinking too much. Maybe that's why the Thais, you know, one of the first things that the Thais said to me when I came here, and I'd be sitting there, you know, and they'd be, oh, you think too much. Don't think too much. Well, yeah, that's, you know, I've encountered that several times. And, you know, the first time was when I fell from the 4th floor when the rope broke. And then this last time was a couple months ago. So, you know, when it comes down to it, really, like, you know, when I think about it, what's the worst case scenario? Really, for me, most of the time, the worst case scenario is there is no worst case scenario. It's all what I make up in my head. You know what I mean? You know, that's why, like, somebody says, oh, you know, what was it the guy said? Oh, he said, oh, I'm getting ready to have a hip replacement, and I am deathly afraid. And I'm like, okay, so what are you going to do? I mean, what are you going to do? You're just not going to have it? Get over your fear, deal with it, go in there, you know. When you think about how we are now and how people used to be, how humans used to be, even, say, 150 years ago, we're a bunch of softies. We're a bunch of softies now. Everything is easy. You know, we want everything quick. Yeah, everything is too, you know. Oh, I'm hot. Well, turn on the air. You know. One more coffee, maybe? Yeah, so if you haven't signed up for the forum on my website, it's free. And, you know, assuming I know a little bit about you, then basically you're approved. You go in, I'll click, you sign up, I click approve, boom, you're in. And in time, there will be a lot of information in there. There's some right now, but it's fairly new. So, and it's a lot better than the old one, the old form that I had on my website. So that's good. So slowly but surely, I'm changing the site around a little bit and making it a little bit more of how I want it right now. Anybody out there game to go down the Mekong with me? Or am I going to end up going in a kayak? Because that's what I'll do. If nobody wants to go with me, I'll be in a kayak. Okay. As soon as I get off of here, I'll click the approve button. What I was going to say earlier is, I like Bangkok, but I don't like the pollution. I don't like the traffic. I don't like the pollution and the traffic. If I had it my way, I'd be down on a beach in Bali. I'd be on a beach, in Vietnam. I'd be on a beach in Thailand somewhere. That's where we would live. But right now, it's not possible. And I certainly don't want to live in Pattaya. No, thank you. Foreigners eventually find, the good spots. So why is it that you don't move? Yeah, it's because of the kids. You have to pay to get into a school. You got to pay to get into a school. You have to pay a tea money. Pierre, there you are. Listen, Pierre, the name of that dish that I was talking about the other day is mu hong. Mu hong, like, hong, like room. And it's made with coconut sugar and a little bit of cinnamon and mu hong, like H-O-N-G. Yeah. So I think my wife is going to make some for Longhorns because he would like to try it. He wants some. So it's bad enough, man. I feel it. It's bad enough for me. I'd rather be somewhere where the air was clean. You're right down by the beach, you're on a little scooter, 5 minutes from the beach. Yeah, just look up Mu Hong, H-O-N-G. Look that up. And I know there's at least a couple of recipes on there. I'm trying to think. There's like black pepper, cinnamon. Like you put cinnamon sticks in there. And then there's dark soy, and I think some oyster sauce, and then coconut sugar. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but just mix that up, cook it up. God, it's all gone now. We had some, and it's all gone. Me and the kids, we scarfed it down. It's too good. Oh man, I am knackered. One more. อีกหนึ่งครับ อีกหนึ่งแก้วก็เป็นเอสเปรสโซ่แป๊บเก็บได้นะครับ Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty hard to make that taste bad. That is the bomb, though. It's not Mu Nong, it's Mu Hong. Mu Hong. I was in Beijing in 2008 for the Olympics. And I was actually impressed by the city, and that was then. But, you know, they cleaned it up for the Olympics. Yeah, it's the bomb. It's too bad that it's so fattening, you know. Oh, con nằmด้วยโอเคครับผมไม่เก็บได้ครับ Yeah, you know, I've been to China. I don't want to go back. I don't have any desire to see the Great Wall. Like Carl Pilkington said, what's so great about it? I don't know. Maybe that's a bit closed-minded, but I don't have any desire to go there. I went to Shanghai on the way back from the United States, and I just didn't like it. I just don't like it. Some places, you know, you get the vibe and you like it, and some places don't. I know. This is the thing. Well, Peter, listen, I was coming back from this place called Hui Li. I think I told that story the last stream, where the guy that was driving the car pulls over on the side of the road, and there's, you know, like the cinder block toilet house. You know, there's nothing but toilets in the place. It's a bathroom. And he goes in, and I think, oh, you know what, I better take a piss. And I go in there, and he's sitting there. You could see he's squatting there. There's no doors. There's nothing. There's just a row of toilets. And he's sitting there with the turd hanging out of his ass. And I went, ah. And I turned. And he goes, oh, no, come inside. That turned me off from China's toilets. I prefer Japan's. I still need to get a Japanese toilet. If I can ever finish my book, and I make a little bit of money off of it, maybe I'll buy a Japanese toilet. I'll bring that wherever we go. I'll have it installed. Even better than the bum gun. How many? I'd like to know how many people out there actually prefer toilet paper over the bum gun. Why were you scared to press the buttons? I mean, what do you think's going to happen? You're going to burn your bunghole? Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, that's right. I'm getting old, man. I can't remember all this stuff, you know? Yeah, I know they do. Actually, well, obviously you don't push that button now, do you? Unless you want to have your feminine parts cleaned. Well, that's how it should be. You don't want to have problems blowing off the remnants. It's actually, you know, the Vietnamese syndicate works with the Chinese, and they together work with the Africans, and even Thais sometimes. They're the ones who are doing a lot of the dirty work with the animal parts. What's that, the toilets or the animal parts? A Japanese toilets. There are no cold winter mornings here, so it's all good for me. But for you guys out there, I don't know, you know, if you set it up right, you can have it to where you can turn the temperature to where it's warm water, you know, which is what the Japanese toilets do. Always, the streams come back to the same subject. We're sitting there having breakfast the other day. Boom, that subject comes up, we don't get off of it. This is all Longhorn's fault. Anybody got any New Year's resolutions? New Year's goals? New Year goals? Me, it was only you, and I have 2 witnesses. Uh-huh. Bring them to court. Let's see what they do. Here's the gutter. Let's join in. Well, that's good. I hope I don't have any either. Can't afford to have any more. Oh. Cost us too much money this year. You got insurance and you still got to pay. I don't know how much I can't even remember how much we paid. $7,000, something like that. Freaking ridiculous. 6,000, something like that. And you got insurance. I mean, idea is that 2019 will be a better year than 2018 for me. And hopefully for everybody else, but for me, I'd like it to be better. There's a few places I want to go, things I want to see, things I want to accomplish. Oh, that coffee's good. I'm like an addict with this caffeine, man. Got to get off of it. I can't see. Oh, yes, definitely. I've already checked. Social Security is not a concern for me. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Cheers. Yeah, I think 2019 will be better. You know, as long as there's no unexpected illnesses or, you know, body parts that fail me. I'm actually thinking about going back to Koh Chang in like March or April. Talk to my buddy there, Dave. Go back there for a month. Bring the family for a couple of weeks, or whenever they get out of school. Bring the family there. And it's good. It's nice there. I like it there. Man, the coffee's. I can feel it now. I should. This is like the 3rd one this morning. I'll tell you what. For 35 baht. For an espresso, 35 baht. Actually, this coffee is really, really good. I mean, sometimes you get the 35 baht, 50 baht, 60 baht, and the coffee is fasting after breakfast tomorrow morning until Sunday, tomorrow morning, which is, wow. Yeah, I always feel better after I fast. Or even if I restrict, I have my own little system where travel a lot will still healthy. Yeah, that's one of mine. I eat like some almonds, some walnuts, or some cashews. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat really lunch. I just have plenty of water. I have the nuts, and then for dinner, I have either a soup or a salad. And that's what I had last night, was a salad with avocado. It was the bomb. The avocado was really good, and it was cheap. The avocado was on sale for 69 baht, which for here, that's pretty cheap because they're usually 99 baht. So one thing I need to do is, I think, and I forgot to do it yesterday, but I want to find out if they have a rowing machine over at the, oh, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. 150. 150. You know, I used to weigh 147 pounds. Up until I was about, well, right about until when I came here. I was about 147, no more than about 154. When I was about 147, 145, I was in the best shape of my life. And I was stronger than I am now. You know, obviously it's different now. No goals or resolutions. Whatever happens, happens. I think he means his girlfriend's. I understand that. Yeah, that's why I was laughing. I think that's pretty funny. But I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna call him actually. Because I don't remember if they have one, but I'm going to call FBT today, find out if they have a rowing machine. And if they have one, I'm going to start going there. I'm into this, you know, I'm really into this kayaking thing. I don't know why, I've got to, it's because I think maybe because I can do it when I'm old. It's something that you can do when you're old, and it's not hard on my joints. Aside from maybe my shoulders. Yeah. And I can be by the water. I can be in the ocean. I can be on a river. I can be on a lake. So. Oh, God. Make me laugh. Well, how rough can it be, you know? I mean, they can try to make it rough, but you can always be like, go ahead, keep bitching and moaning. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. You know, that's the thing. Once you stop giving a fuck, then they've lost all power. You know, if you're like, I don't care how good your vagina is, I'm out of here. I don't need you. You know, then it's like, huh? What? But see, most guys are not that strong. Especially here. Oh, it's so much fun, man, really. It's a lot of fun. I went in Koh Koot, and I went in, where was it we just went? Oh, man. Where was it that we went? I'm trying to think. Khao Sok. We went in Khao Sok. And what town am I in? I'm in Bangkok. And then I'm not sure where, you know, I'm not sure, but I think that I'm not sure where I'm going to go if I go to Chiang Mai, because, you know, Chiang Mai is the cheapest place for me to go to really get some training in kayaking, and it's actually, the prices are reasonable for like a 3-day course. You know, going out of the country, anytime you go to the country, like, you know, you need to get a re-entry permit. You need to get a visa for the other country, so you got to pay for that. So that alone, you know, you're talking about $75, $100. You know, you got to go back and forth to the airport. If you're going to take a train, okay, you take a train. You got to spend the time. Chiang Mai is probably the best place, or somewhere else in Thailand, like Koh Phangan. That might be good. It's a good place. But yeah, I think it would be good because first of all, it's good for your entire body, and it's not that hard on my joints because I don't have because I'm older. I mean, you know, let's just say it. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. I'm 56 years old. I got joint problems. I got a bad knee. I got arthritis in my hands. I got a hip replacement. I got, you know, numerous injuries. So, you know, it's better to be smart about it and like swim. It'd be good if I can swim and go to FBT because they're right across the street from each other. So they have an Olympic-sized pool at the stadium. Yeah, well, that's the big one. Oh, that's only if you're, well, thank you very much, Tom. Bubble tea. You know, I never drink that. I do drink the, what's it called? The jelly drink, which is similar. But there's the little bubble tea place right here and upstairs. There's two of them. And I just never drink it. And they're so good, I know. It's just like the jelly drink. They're really good. And I don't know, do they have them in the U.S.? Do they have that stuff in the U.S. now? Like bubble tea or those jelly drinks? My daughter's hooked on bubble tea. Wow. They have that in the U.S.? Wow. It's 10 o'clock here. This place is open. There's only me and one other person in this place, and then the employees. Well, New York, I guess it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, there's too much sugar, man. I mean, that's why I think I told the Soy Dog Cowboy today, as much as, you know, fruit is good for you, but as much as it's great to eat fruit, I think it's even better to eat vegetables. And I don't particularly like vegetables, all vegetables. I have to force myself sometimes to eat a salad if I don't have black olives in it or I don't have an avocado. I kind of have to, you know, all right, well, I'll eat it because it's good for me. Kung Fu tea. Yeah. Just drink green tea with lemon, no sugar. Yeah, exactly. You know, lately, the one thing that I've been allowing myself is a caramel macchiato because they're just so good, and it gives me a little, or a hot chocolate. Gives me a little bit of sugar. Well, they keep you full longer, but they don't have sugar in them. That's the big thing. You know, even fruit has sugar and it has fructose in it. Citrus tea or passion fruit tea, yeah. You know, I used to like the Thai iced tea. Oh, I loved it. Used to drink it in the States all the time. Yeah, I never count my calories. Never, ever. I used to a long time ago, but not anymore. Now I just know, you know, eat this, eat that, and it's okay. I don't care how many calories it is because I know I'm not going to eat that many, you know. Eat an avocado, it's got fat in it, but it's a good fat. A healthy fat. You need fat in your diet. I don't know how we got on this discussion of a diet. Everybody in the world practically has to watch what they eat to be healthy. Oh, chow manao. I like chow manao too. The problem is some places put sugar in it before you even get it. It only comes with sugar in it. So, I mean, I love it, but I don't want the sugar in it. Or they put that liquid sweetener in it, you know? Sometimes if you tell them, oh, put it on the side, then they'll do that. But I'd rather just have plain old tea, just sun tea. Get a big old jug, you put the tea in there, you let it sit out in the sun. Then you squeeze a little lime in it or lemon, whatever. Boom. Get a little flavor out of it, you know? Can you believe it, Dennis? No trolls today? Knock on Formica. I make a soup for you, black tea on the stove and put it on the fridge. Put it in the fridge. Wow, man, my nose is killing me. Aren't we lucky? It's so funny how that word, troll or heckler, those are very well known in our society nowadays, whereas in the past, even 50 years ago, they weren't really known. Seltzer, no, I don't like drinking sparkling water. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not real popular, but they have it here. I don't think they have it in this place. No, they don't have it here. They don't have it in this place. Yeah, I don't like the fizzy. Well, I hope YouTube does. You know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you know, when I first started training in Muay Thai, I mean, this is 30 years ago, 35 years, 34 years ago, something like that. I remember there used to be a piece of paper on the wall, and it would say, you know, even if you're hurt, don't let your opponent know. Keep a face that's completely stoic, something like that. You know, don't show emotion. And it also said, don't drink fizzy drinks, no soda, because it's bad for you. It's bad for your body. Just like they think drinking cold water is not good for you. They think you don't put ice because it's not good for your system, especially if you're sick. Which I have been a little bit. Had a bit of a cold. This weekend, Alex and Nicholas are both playing in front of a little crowd in the mall. Nicholas is playing piano, Alex is playing guitar, electric guitar. They each get their, Alex, I guess, he's the lead guitarist in a little group, but they can't find a singer to sing Highway Star by Deep Purple. Yeah, they don't believe in that for some reason. They don't like it. I like cold water. So I book how. Oh, that's good. What are you watching on your phone? You ever coming to Bangkok, or are you just going to spend your entire trip in Pattaya? The gym in Long Beach you used to go to as... Really? It's still there? Wow. God, that's years ago, man. That was so many years ago. God. There used to be a guy there. He was a Cambodian guy. He was so relaxed when he fought. He used to just be, you know, just like a lot of Thais are, you know, just very, very relaxed in the ring. And we used to just go, that guy's so relaxed. And then he got beat once, and we were like, well, maybe he's a little too relaxed. And he was a little too relaxed. I don't remember his name. He was really good, though. And he won almost all the fights that I saw. I think he only lost one or two fights that I watched him fight. But he fought out of the gym. And there was this guy, there was the Tongan guy, Lisi. He fought in the Olympics for Tonga. And I got in the ring with him and sparred with him when I was younger. And I just thought, oh my God, I'm 147, he's 168, I think. And he was huge. I thought, oh my God, this guy's massive. And I went 10 rounds with him, sparring. And I thought he was huge. I just felt like, oh my God, because he was so ripped and just so fit. Hey, so I slipped down and said, oh, you know what? Listen, Soy Dog Cowboy. Ugh, my nose is killing me. If you have a chance, go to the Hot Tuna Bar. I don't know where it is. Look it up on the internet. The Hot Tuna Bar. And go see a guy who's he plays electric guitar. He plays Western rock. He's now he's like 69 years old. His name is Lamb Morrison. He's very famous in music circles here. It's a bar, but he plays Western rock, and he apparently is very, very good. So I'm thinking about talking to my kids. I'm thinking about talking to my kid's instructor and seeing if he can contact the guy, because he knows him, and seeing if maybe he can set something up, and then I'll go watch him, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe Alex can go there and just play one song with him or something, Between Superboy Gun, second. Yeah. I mean, he's obviously very experienced. I think he does. Yeah, I think he plays at more than one bar, but I think he generally plays at that bar. But I think he moves around once in a while. But he's quite well known. But what was funny is that, when I heard of him and I saw some footage of him, I thought, oh, he's good, And then I told my kid's instructor, and he said, yeah, he's known, but don't get carried away. He's good, but. Robert also owns Adventure. What? Oh, say hi, Rob. Oh, okay. So I think, there are different levels of guitar players, from what I know, which is not, I've never played. I've only played piano. And he's very good. Just like my kid's instructor is very good, but there are people who are, Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page kind of good. Yeah, I think it's good also. They trained in Muay Thai. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, I want to start taking Alex to some like blues bars and rock bars, just to expose it to him a little bit, and tell him about. He knows already about bars and women. He's pretty dialed in. He's pretty down to earth. He's grounded. But that could change very easily, and I want to make sure it doesn't. But I like him to get a little bit of experience. I used to play piano when I was a kid. I don't remember a whole lot right now. It would take me a couple of months to get back in the swing of it. But we have a synthesizer. Nicholas plays. He's playing. He doesn't have as much natural talent as Alex. But he's very determined, and he stayed after school like the last 3 or 4 nights to practice, because he doesn't want to play his songs or his pieces and screw up. He wants to get them right. So he's playing Moonlight Sonata and something else. You want to take him to bars? I don't know if I could trust you doing that, but good luck at immigration. Yeah. That's the thing, with guitar, I don't play anymore. My hands are just thrashed. I tried to, Alex tried showing me some guitar riffs and stuff and tried to get me to start playing, and I couldn't do it. And then, I can still play a few songs on piano, but it hurts my hands, I don't know, maybe, in time that would go away, but parking toys, yeah, it depends on what kind of music it is. He doesn't like, part of the problem is Alex doesn't like Thai music very much. He likes Western rock, and a lot of Thais, especially his age, they don't have much knowledge of the music that when he comes to me and goes, oh, do you know Yes, Roundabout? Do you know, Deep Purple, Burn? Do you know, UFO, Too Hot to Handle, and Rock Bottom? And I'm like, dude, why are you listening to this instead of some of the new rock? It's good that Alex likes rock, but he's thinking of. I said it the other day. He's his next. My mother said, can't he play something a little more slow and melodic and I guess not so hardcore, I said, well, yeah, let me talk to him, He likes the rock, though. And so I said to him, can you do that, like, for Grandma? You can, play something, like, I like the song Hurt by 9 Inch Nails, but also by Johnny Cash. I said, it's a very easy song. You can play it very easy. Why don't you just play it for Grandma? First I'm going to do this song by Ingy Malmsteen or something like that. And Ingy is like major shredder on the electric guitar. He's like speed rock. That's what he likes. So, who am I to say? Well, Nicholas likes classical music. They're completely different. It's pretty wild. Oops, wrong way. There we go. This place is still very, still 2 people in the place. I named my Ingwe. I'm sure you have an Ingwe. I'm sure you know who he is. Apparently nobody else does, though. I had heard of him, but I never really listened to his music. Yeah, Ingve. Yeah, that's I forget how to say it. What his last name is. It's something like Ingve Malmsteen or something like that. Malmsteen or something. Yeah, he's older now. Like a lot of these guys. Where am I? I'm in Bangkok, at the Cafe Amazon. Oh, man. Yeah. He's a shredder, man. Like his stuff is hardcore. It's kind of like. Are you serious? He's like. Kind of like Iron Maiden, that hard, if not harder. What do they call that? Neoclassic? Something like that? Neoclassic metal? I think that's what it is. I remember they used to call Ozzy Osbourne metal, heavy metal. Ingve. You wouldn't want to get your dog's name wrong. I'm not gonna say it. I could say something. I'll email you what I was gonna say there, Fidelity. I don't want to say it. Looks like they've changed like staff here. These people have been working here for a long time. Yeah, neoclassical, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. Well, I like Black Sabbath. One of my favorite albums is Heaven and Hell. I love that album. The whole album is good. You know, it just flows perfectly. It's a great album. I'd like to see him play, what's that song? I can't remember the name of it, but it's off of the album. It's not Heaven and Hell. Slayer, Yeah, it was with Dio. Ugh. Children of the Grave, is that what it is? I can't remember the words. Yeah, something like, I think it was Children of the Grave. Oh, is that what it is? Is that his real name, though? I can't remember how it goes. Oh, it's his middle name. What's weird is he's Swedish. I think he's Swedish. To me, it's odd. I don't know. His whole persona is strange to me, you know? There you go, boys. Anyway, so if you want a better place to live in it, what? So if you want a better place to live and spread the world today, is that some of the words to the song? Oh, my eyes kill me. Sent you a link online. Okay. Yeah, Children of the Grave. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with it. I like Judas Priest, Hell Bent for Leather, Living After Midnight, Another Thing Coming. Man. Those are good songs. He has more Fender artist guitars. What? He has more Fender artist guitars than any other artist. I think 4 altogether. I saw some difference. Oh, Screaming for Vengeance. I saw Judas Priest. I haven't seen Metallica. I saw Judas Priest. I saw Ozzy. I saw Ozzy with Randy Rhoads. I saw Journey. What was that other group I saw? I saw him here in Bangkok. Oasis. I saw Slash by himself here in Bangkok. I saw Missing Persons and Flock of Seagulls at the Ice House in Palm Springs. Yeah, Johnny Be Good. That's always a great song, man. Oh, man. Yeah, Missing Persons. I have them on my Spotify. One group I didn't see I would have liked to seen is Boston. Would have liked to seen them. I saw Scorpions in L.A. Saw Andrew Dice Clay in the great, well, now it's the Inglewood Forum. What was that group that was, Van Halen. 1978 with Pat Travers. Now we're going way back. We're going to talk about music. That's one thing that Alex's instructor, Yod, that's his name, Yod. It's one thing he likes is he starts whipping out these riffs, and I'm like, oh, that's Blue Oyster Cult. And he's, oh, you know that one. Yeah. He knows I know all the music that he's playing. And then I saw Ted Nugent, Cheap Trick, Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush, Blackfoot, and there's a couple other little bands. I saw them in the Tangerine Bowl in I think it was 78. 40 years ago. My mother did not want me to go, which she was rightly worried about. She was really worried because I was a party animal. I was a, yeah. My first concert was AC/DC and Guns N' Roses. Oh, I saw Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses, I have a story, how I got to see them. I saw them for free. Lam Morrison goes to play Bangkok often every month. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to do that because it'd be better for me to come to Bangkok. Damn, John, those were the days. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna. Oh, Guns N' Roses. So this was, I don't know when it was. I had to have been about 26, 27, maybe 28. It was a long time ago. And wow, Frank Zappa. I was at my apartment, and I got your message there, Soy Dog. I was at my apartment, and I get this phone call, and somebody goes, "Hey, you know whatever the radio station was? I can't remember it now. You know, I said, yeah. So we're calling from FUK. I'm like, oh, cool, all right, man. Hey, what's up? Can you answer this question? I go, I don't know. Well, if you do, you can win tickets to Guns N' Roses. I went, oh, shit, man. He asked me some question. I remembered it. I go, oh, yeah, okay, great, man. He goes, yeah, okay, hang on a second. We'll put somebody through, and we'll put you through, and you can give all your information, and you'll get a ticket, and you get a limo to the show. And I was like, wow, all right, man, cool. So, here I am expecting to go. I asked my girlfriend at the time, hey, let's go. She goes, okay. So I wait and I wait and I wait. She took the day off from work. I took the day off from work just to make sure that we were ready to go. We drank a little bit. We're getting ready to roll. I wait and I wait. No limo shows up. Never showed up. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And so, no. Well, this was in L.A. And we were living in, I was living in, where was it? Rancho Cucamonga. And so, I'm pissed off because they didn't come. We had taken the day off. We're sitting there and we're like, man, this sucks. Uh-oh. Hello? What happened? Uh-oh.